Can't I tell you about my passion for the stock market?
No. Must you?
When I did my first trade back in late 1995, I didn't know technical analysis existed, and I only bought Diamond Field Resources because they discovered a massive deposit of nickel, copper, and cobalt. My purchase was on a pullback between drill results, and I expected the next batch to be good like all the others. The results were good, and within a week I made 25%. At the time, the stock was $19, but I was more interested in the mining penny stocks. I did more research and soon learned that another Canadian company, Barrick, found a large deposit of gold in Indonesia. For my second trade, I bought a small company with claims staked next to the Barrick deposit. The company was Gold Stake Explorations. It stood out amongst the other juniors because of its momentum. It moved up from 25 cents to 75 cents in the previous 3 weeks. My entry was at 93 cents on December 11th. 1995, with a wide stop that, if hit, would wipe out half my profit from the first trade.
What happened next?
After a week, the stock was down 10%. I checked the price every day but held onto it, a little worried, but I felt confident in the trade. It was a week later, on Friday, December 23rd, just before the holidays, that the Globe and Mail ran a small article about Gold Stake, comparing it to Barrick. I saw the article while in the mall, but hadn't checked the price yet. Right away I knew the story was a pump and the price would make a big move. I called my broker on a payphone to learn that it was up to $130 on heavy volume. I was very happy and planned to hold it because the market was only open for 2 hours. I got home, tracked the price on the internet. After I dropped below $2, I called my broker and sold it for $1.97. It was the Friday before Christmas. I was 23 and had just made over $6,000. It was the first time I'd ever made that kind of money, and right away, I was hooked. Trading seemed easy at the time.
So continue your story.
Over the next 9 months, I did research on 100 to 150 Canadian junior mining companies with active exploration programs, hoping to find the next Diamond Fields or Barrick. I stayed in every day and spent 12 hours on the internet, reviewing faxes or calling companies. My strategy was to trade a single position with my whole account using margin if possible, and with set stops to lose 10% if the trade went against me. Trading at first was easy because I started with 2 good trades, both of which were about 100% gains, and was well clear of my principal and not worried about the money. While overtrading, I managed risk by only buying after the exploration news came out and had interrupted the mining assays and drill results as good. I got it wrong at times and some of the drawdowns were painful. This really affected my ability to trade afterwards, and even today, while trading just 2% of my account, I still have risk aversion problems.
That sounds insane. You had no risk management at all.
Well, sort of. I missed several big opportunities back then due to risk aversion, mostly caused by taking a series of small losses back to back. Trading at times felt like stepping in front of the train because I was exposing my whole account every trade. My analogy to trading has only 3 options. You either get left at the station, get on the train, or get hit by the train. I hate not stepping onto a good train. I did well trading and paid for half of my international studies. However, I never felt fulfilled with what I achieved, mainly because I missed those big opportunities due to a lack of courage. It wasn't not making money that caused anguish, it was the inability to do what I knew that I had to do secondary to fear.
I see. Sounds like a lot of pressure.
During the first month in university, the last mining stock that I held was Gold Stake because I was waiting for more news on their gold property in Indonesia. I held 10,000 shares for several weeks at $1.05, but then sold them at $1.20 to get my money out of the market. At the time, it was capital that I could not afford to risk. I didn't look at any stock prices for 6 weeks after I sold it, but then at the end of October, one day out of the blue, I looked up my old friend Gold Stake to find it was trading at over $4, up $3.50 on the day with huge volume. It was a coincidence that I saw it on the breakout, near the day high, and it made me feel that I took the wrong path in life. While I studied between 1996 and 1999, I had no capital to get involved with the dot-com boom, and this also reinforced the feeling that I was missing something.
That sounds frustrating. You really missed out. What were you doing instead?
Learning physiotherapy and how to get old women out of bed. I was more interested in money and getting young women into bed.
Very funny.
Junior mining stocks have now gone out of favor, and I've now turned my attention to futures. Futures are like penny stocks because of their volatility and potential for reward. A penny stock can return 100 to 200% on the day, but this only happened every few weeks. My trades in 1995 were sometimes a week or more apart. Futures, however, provide countless opportunities each day. You can risk 1% of an account balance with a set stop and easily produce a return 3 to 8 times that with a small market move for that position, or even more. This is like the 100 to 200% penny stock return, but there's a near infinite amount of opportunities to find.
Wow, that sounds interesting.
My motivation trading in 1995 to 1996 was money, because I was under pressure to fund international studies that I couldn't really afford. I overtraded. I often didn't open good positions that would have produced huge profits, and I endured an emotional roller coaster. My current ambition with trading is simple. I want to be able to frequently risk 1 to 2% per trade, not worrying about the mistakes in trade, because I enjoy the thought process that goes into looking for the right setups. I aspire to open trades with less worry, and most important, avoid not opening those good trades that I believe in because of fear. I enjoy the analytical side of trading and looking for setups.
Cool. Well, good luck with it in the future.